Serial killer Edmund Kemper killed 6 young women in the Santa Cruz, California area and several members of his family.
Born on December 18, 1948, in Burbank, California, Edmund Kemper, at age 15, killed both of his grandparents to see what it would feel like. Upon release, he drifted, picking up and releasing female hitchhikers. But he soon stopped letting them go, killing 6 young women in the Santa Cruz, California area in the 1970s.
After his parents' divorce in 1957, he moved with his mother and 2 sisters to Montana. Kemper had a difficult relationship with his alcoholic mother as she was very critical of him, and he blamed her for all of his problems. When he was 10 years old, she forced him to live in the basement away from his sisters, whom she feared he might harm in some way.
In 1973, he killed his mother and her friend before turning himself in.
Signs of trouble began to emerge early. Kemper had a dark fantasy life, sometimes dreaming about killing his mother. He cut off the heads of his sister's dolls and even concerned the girls into playing a game called the gas chamber, in which he had blindfolded them and led him to a chair where he pretended to writhe in agony until he died. His first victims were the family cats. At 10, he buried one of them alive, and the second, 13-year-old Kemper, slaughtered with a knife. He went to live with his father for a time, but ended up back with his mother, who decided to send the troubled teenager to live with his paternal grandparents in Norfolk, California.
Oh, too bad I killed cute little things like this. Killed one that looked like that. One like that. Like that. And like that. So growing up, I was kind of, what's it called?
Okay.
Confused. Oh, schizophrenic. Thank you. I didn't even say it right. So let's redo this.
Hey, have you seen my cat?
I killed that cat.
Kemper hated living on his grandparents' farm. Before going to North Fork, he had already begun learning about firearms, but his grandparents took away his rifle after he killed several birds and other small animals. On August 27, 1964, Kemper finally turned his building rage on his grandparents. The 15-year-old shot his grandmother in the kitchen after an argument, and when his grandfather returned home, Kemper went outside and shot him by his car and then hid the body.
Kemper was also a necrophile, meaning he had sex with dead bodies and was a suspected cannibal.
As a young adult, Kemper stood 6'9" and weighed 280 pounds. He frequently thought about killing his mother by 1970, but was not yet ready to do so. The prospect of killing his mother without first perfecting his murder skills on others was too overwhelming for Kemper.
Schizophrenia is a mental disorder that is characterized by disturbances in thought such as delusions, perceptions such as hallucinations, and behavior such as disorganized speech or catastrophic behavior, by loss of emotional responsiveness and extreme apathy, and by noticeable deterioration in the level of functioning in everyday life.
Did you see the aliens?
Where? Where do you see aliens? That's a cross. That's Jesus.
He was an alien, right? Oh! They're coming!
Between May 1972 and February 1973, Kemper embarked on a series of 6 shocking serial murders in which he picked up hitchhiking female students along the highway and then transported them to rural areas where he would kill them, decapitate them, and have sex with their corpses. He collected their dismembered heads in his apartment and would later have sex with them also. Similar to the infamous serial killers such as Dennis Rader and the Zodiac Killer, Ed Kemper sought public recognition and acclaim for his murders. This led to socialize and drink at a bar called the Joy Room with the very law enforcement officers who, and best known to them, were pursuing him. His law enforcement friends began calling him Big Eddie.
What's up, Gat?
Hey, can you give me a ride?
Of course, get in. Like,
Hey,
real?
this is my stop. Can I get out? This is my stop. Hey, hello. Hey, I was supposed to be stopped in Santa Barbara. You have to drop me now. No, you keep driving. I have to get out. I have to get out of here. And this isn't funny. Help! Help! Help me! Help! 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 Let me out! Let me out! Let me out! Let me out!
Okay. Where are you going?
I'm headed south.
Alright, get in.
Thank you. Can you stop the car? I want to get out. Stop! I want to get out. I want to get out. I don't want to be in here anymore. Stop! Stop! I can get a ride from somebody else. It's okay.
Hey, where you going?
Kemper finally realized his ultimate fantasy and killed his mother with a claw hammer and strangled his best friend on Good Friday of 1973. After having sex with his mother's decapitated head, Edmund Kemper casually telephoned the local law enforcement authorities to confess what he had done. The police initially refused to believe him, thinking that their friend, Big Ed, was just pulling a prank on them. After several follow-up calls and the disclosure of information that only the quote-unquote co-ed killer would know, Kemper finally convinced the police that he was the man they sought. He was quickly arrested without incident and charged with 8 murders in the first degree. Kemper was found guilty and was given a life sentence because there was a stay on the death penalty in the U.S. at the time of the conviction.
I don't think he did it for the time.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Uber?
Yeah, I'm your Uber.
Are you going to Santa Monica?
Yeah, get in.
Here we go. Yo, turn on 103.5.
Alright, here we go.
Yeah, squish. Oh,
That's not 103.5.
Oh, shit.
What are you all doing here? Where are we going?
wait, where are you guys
This
going?
is the Uber.
We're all going to different
Why are we
places.
going to the woods?
Wait, we're all going to different
Guys,
places.
what?
Wait, is this our house? This isn't my house.
Who's this guy?
Alright,
Is this anyone's house here? Okay, you can just let us out here. You can just let us